Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clash of the Podcasts. I am Conrad Cushman, representing Everything Pro Wrestling. This is not Sean Hubbard. Sean Hubbard is out today, so make sure that we send him some love. He is not feeling too well. He's a little under the weather. So send that brother a prayer, if you will, Daddy. And Sean, hope you get well, my brother. But we got a loaded show lined up for you guys. We're going to be talking opening probably with a little IWGP Goto talk here. Very interesting. And I had to get the New Japan guy on for that. Even though I find that as a cop-out for Rob here. We are also going to be talking about Ricky Starks. Maybe that's the name. In NXT. We also have interesting things to talk about. AEW Grand Slam. And last but not least, the WWE Hall of Fame. With that being said, like the video, share on the social medias, and come on in and let's talk some pro wrestling. And since Sean's not here, I guess give you the honors of the classic line.
Conrad, drop that thing.
Another Monday, another clash. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Going to get to the shout-outs early. I mean, Rob, I don't know. You want to introduce yourself so the people can just get familiar with you, at least for this episode?
Oh, my name's Rob. You guys see me in the comments all the time. It's 89 ESR, one of the mods in there. I used to do the show a lot, and then life been lifing. Been taking a little time off, a little extended vacation. Not fulfilling my contractual obligations, but here now. Let's get to it.
Clown in the house. Afternoon, everyone. Was really surprised. Masha retained the JCW championship and won the Jersey Cup 2 years in a row. Thought either Sydney or Alec Price was going to win. He is referring to the J Cup for New Jersey there. Really fun show that GCW had helped put on there. So congratulations to Masha Slamovich for winning it. Ray Thompson says, happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Ray, you look like you guys had a great weekend, man. I saw the great photos of the family at the WWE event. Looks like you guys got the VIP treatment. Love it. Happy. Shout out to Cody Rhodes. Good guy, Cody. He did the right thing there. Hubs, look at him. He still sends messages from the bed of being sick. Better be having some soup while you type this. Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly amazing how the body and mind work. Your mind tells you to keep going and going and going for the most part, and traditionally it works out that way. But every once in a while, the body will literally shut down, leaving us no choice but to rest. On Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m., I was fine. By 8:30, I had 103-degree temperature. There was a 0.8 on there, too. Though I still have a fever, it is now in the 100 range, and God willing, getting lower and back to normal today. I was diagnosed with the flu. Therefore, I will not be at tonight's show, but I want to thank Conrad for keeping our streak alive as he holds it down for the clash. Also want to thank the loyal chat for continued support. Listen, I just told Rob this. Rob happened to just be downstairs. I'm like, you want to do the show? Cool. Great. Worked out. God willing, next Monday, I'll be 100% back on the air and healthy. Yes, and we got a show. We got a show next week, too, on Hub's channel talking the Elimination Chamber. And, we'll see what they put together for that. But make sure you guys join us for that. Vinny, the only Vinny we like. Happy Monday. First day of work done. God bless y'all. Feel better, Hubs. Appreciate it, man. Healing yeets for Hubs. Feel better, my man. Yeet. Joel said, welcome to the best part of Monday, Sean and Conrad. Appreciate you, Joel. Feel better, Sean.
No, I'm not as handsome as Sean, but I'm happy to fill in.
Matt Lopez says, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend. Let's kick this week off with the two aces in our pro wrestling community. You can take that for this week. That's fine.
Just filling in, but can I just say, what's he call him? M. Leezy for Sheezy?
That's right. Go Ace. Doug says, get better. Conrad chat, another Monday, another clash. Teach me. Come on, CJ, you got to do the dance. I can't. That's gimmick infringement, sir. Gimmick infringement. I can't do that tonight for you. Hubs, Sir Quill says, Hubs, get better much sooner than later, bro. No doubt for sure. Grand Slam Australia, darn good show. Darn good show.
Why was the ring so small? Why was the ring so small? I couldn't enjoy this show because this ring was so small.
You know what's the best part? Did you see Will Washington say, like, you guys have never noticed when we used the ring before? And he showed other Dynamites where they've used it.
Did you see the step ladder, the step stool instead of the stairs? Why was the ring so small?
Grow up. Grow up. I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say to that.
It was ridiculous, man. Like, just mad over nothing.
The Death Rider shirt today, I'm like, yo, we're going to have to start a new segment. IWC, what are we mad about today?
Admittedly, that shirt does kind of suck,
but it's part of the joke that they wear white tees. And then at the bottom, nothing makes you feel better than wearing a property up shirt, as Cody Rhodes once said. And honestly, Cody saying that stopped an EPW design from happening that we were brainstorming. That I was like, you know what? We're not even going to do that shirt because that's not cool. It's going to be like a gym style shirt. My daughter and I tested positive today. We're both down and out. Get well, Ray. Oh my goodness. Look at Doug. Rob.
Yeah, me.
If you are old school EPW listener, I'm talking like old school. Rob used to be on the show all the time, bro.
Man, life be life.
Ricky Starks, don't you mean little Ricky Maivia?
Little Ricky Maivia.
Ricky Spanish. BJ, what's good, Beej? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All the love, man. All the love. Quills. Conrad, Rob, your boy Sir Quills is back again to enjoy my one favorite bro and new favorite bro, brother Conrad and brother Rob. Episode 129 at the By God Clash of the By God podcast. He said, this guy. Good seeing Conrad and Rob ready for an awesome clash. I got exec suite seats for SmackDown this past Friday. I thought it was a pretty solid show. SmackDown being live, that might be the way I have to watch it to enjoy it, because SmackDown has not been smacking for me.
3 hours is too much for me, man.
Yes. And by the way, new head writer in the house. AJ said, give him a chance. And I will do just that. He's back in the seat.
Oh, you didn't know?
Hunter, give me a call. Road Dog back in the seat, man. Enjoy. McKinney, yo, I'm here to talk Wrestle with the Fire live chat, the wonderful G's of Youth, Clash of the Podcast, and to let y'all know some things come in pretty packages, other things come in brown bags. Be grateful.
Facts.
True. He said cancel Christmas.
You trying to take it there?
Race, I'll forever be grateful to Cody and Make-A-Wish. It is the one thing when someone does something for you, but when they do it for your child, it hits different. Forever grateful. Appreciate that. LFG, that show debuted this week as well, McKinney. Appreciate him saying get well soon, Hubs. The best.
Watch it yet?
I have not. I'm probably not. I don't have any time for more wrestling in my life. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The best part of Monday is 2K25 is almost here, and I will be in the house when you interview Brian Williams. Yeet. Yes, this Thursday I will be interviewing Brian Williams, 7:15. If you're listening now, you're going to get a preview. I'm going to be on the Pro Wrestling Shoot tomorrow as well, filling in for James. Listen, I have a strict time limit. I cannot ask all the questions. If you send a super chat, I will do my best to get to it. I will be canceling out super chats of questions that are probably going to be deemed inappropriate, something I know Jesse or Just Brian are going to ask because they have interviews right after me, and some things I'm going to ignore. It's not because I'm being mean. It's because I already know what they're going to ask, and I'm trying to avoid it because I don't want too much overlap. There's already going to be some overlap by me looking at the list of questions. So should I be first? By golly, I could try and do that, but I'm not going to do that to them. Why? Because I'm a nice guy. I don't know. I shouldn't even say I'm a nice guy. It's because I'm not a jerk. Like, I'm trying not to be a jerk. And I want you guys to listen to all the interviews. So, Jasim, I appreciate it. And if I said your name wrong, correct me. Eric Douglas in the house. What's your opinion on Harley Cameron? We're going to get to that. I think it would have been cool had she won, but I understand she's too green. We'll get to that. Me and Rob have a lot of thoughts. We actually watched that show together. Anyone who watches LFG, Bubba was more like Bully Ray Taker coaching them hard too. Haven't seen it yet. Did you watch it?
I have not.
Okay, I was gonna say you can give your thoughts.
I honestly don't plan on doing it. I might watch it with you one day, but
if someone tells me it's like really, really good and I need to sit down and watch it, I will. I spent my day yesterday, Rob will attest, to watching Cobra Kai. I binge watched the whole thing. Loved the series. And I should have wore the Cobra Kai shirt today. That's how much I loved it. Can't get enough of Johnny Lawrence and I almost called him Ralph Macchio. I'm mixing the real names and Daniel-san. Can't get enough, man.
LaRusso.
LaRusso.
He's got his Becky Lynch shirt on, though.
This is not a Becky Lynch shirt, but always represent Becky. I probably might talk about that too. I don't know if you saw my TikToks I sent you where I was aggravated. I didn't even notice the ring. We got step counters now. Them Irish whips weren't whipping.
Exactly.
XG Dub, appreciate you. Eric, the Mercedes puppets will sell out so quick. I don't know if people are going to buy. I say you could have some dolls like that. Pardon my action figure brethren. Me and E always have that conversation. He calls them dolls. I'm like, action figures, bro.
I don't want to think about what some people would get up to with one of those dolls or puppets.
Oh my goodness. It's so
this community can't be trusted.
Wonder Twins power activate. Listen, bro. Ball by choice, man. I probably convinced this, bro. I'm like, yo, just once you see it, just do it. It's
I got
over.
shamed into it by my sister.
Oh. No comment. No
we were
comment.
there.
Well, people probably don't know the relationship? Should we explain it? Rob's my brother-in-law, if you guys didn't know that. So, and the sister he's referring to is my wife. And the intern is his intern. So there you go. Do what we say, boy. Terrell 317 T3Z. He's in here saying I might be late for that Thursday stream because we're getting a blizzard here in NYC. Brother, we just got hit with it days before. So
all the best to you, man, but keep it down there. I'm about sick of this snow.
Yeah, the snow can go. Actually, I kept hearing things falling in my backyard, so I'm pretty sure there's even more tree branches back there. I might have to just call someone to like chop a branch down and be like, yo, take all these with you. Thanks. Have a good day. Is Brock in the game? Is Penta in the game? Yep. Yeah.
I mean, they're saying super chats.
Oh, Jasim said I said it perfectly. My guy Jasim, thank you, man. I hope you stick around for the wrestling chat because that's what I mainly do over here. So DLC pack most likely. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to announce that. Like I eliminated questions with DLC because they're going to announce it once it's time. We don't have that much more time for the game. Your quick thoughts on the game?
I mean, I just hope it's good.
Someone said, what'd you think of the roster reveal? The roster reveal is pretty good. Like, you had everyone covered that I expected. I think DLC, if you want my quick predictions, I think we're going to see Motor City Machine Guns. I think we'll end up seeing Pentagon in a pack. I think we're going to get some legends. Other than that, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. They've done their job. Now, how does it play? Me and Rob talk about it. I've fallen a little out of love with the games ever since 19. Maybe the break messed it up. Maybe my new responsibilities of life messed it up. I don't know.
It's not something that I would like. It's not something I get excited about anymore. I used to go out there. Remember the midnight releases back in the day?
Sitting out in the cold. Sitting out there with people dressed like cars.
I don't know, man. I guess we just grew up.
Yeah.
I'll play when I get a chance, but
yeah. Shout out if anyone's got free code. Rob gonna be lurking. T Ferg said, "What up, fellas? Get well soon, Hubs. I'm guessing the McMahon family's in charge of education for the next 4 years." Sadly, no comment. No comment. But you know what? No, I shouldn't say sadly. No comment. We'll refrain that. Redact that last statement. We'll go with no comment as well. You know how I feel, though, probably already. Who's making the puppets? Cole Cabana people? I have no idea. She might make them herself. Listen, we're going to get into it. They'll probably be in DLC as well, Eric. They got to sell that DLC. We got a lot of topics here to talk about. Let's start off with the opener. I was going to do the Goto part now, but you know what? Let's just handle all New Japan business here on the upfront and all at once. So New Japan's going to kick this off for us. Hiroki Goto, Robert.
Finally finished his story. This is a man that has done pretty much everything there is to do in New Japan. G1 winner, tag winner, never open weight, bunch of different tournaments, and he was always, what's the phrase they say about him? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yep.
Finally got it done in front of his kids. A lot of people are upset about Zack Sabre Jr.'s reign ending prematurely. I think he had a good run, though.
He was doing all right. It just wasn't selling. And what made me know that this was the right call was, number one, the ticket sales went up a lot.
Oh, he won that the Rambo?
Yeah.
Which is usually nothing serious. It's just for fun,
but I like it now that the world title's on the line. Take notes. If you make a tournament or battle royal mean something, people will buy into it more.
Can you do me a favor? Put that picture back up one more time. Is he the first one that belt actually looks good on? I like it.
I liked it on Shingo.
I'm a version 4 mark. Always will be, but it actually looks good with him.
Yeah, forever. Yeah, look, man. They could keep that Transformers looking design. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. Version 4 for life, though. Always. New Japan has also announced their New Japan Cup tournament. Get ready for the when we do our awards. This is what's going to end up being probably the picture whoever wins this. The buys were decided randomly. Do not ask why people got buys, because they're recalibrating that roster.
You telling me Yoshihashi doesn't deserve a buy?
No comment. No comment. You know the Yoshihashi hate is real over here. I am not a fan. The only thing he better be doing is accompanying that man to the ring, and I don't want to see it. But Yoshihashi's a solid tag wrestler. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be so mean. But yeah, they're getting buys into this. Do you have a favorite going into this right now?
I would say Yota Tsuji. And on the other side, I like to see Bolton Oleg go in.
He's right there, baby. He's going up against Bad Luck Fale. I didn't even know he was still in the cup. Bad Luck just pops up. I'm like, oh, you're still here. Let's go. Let's go. Do you find it weird that our friend who was being tutored by Moxley's not in this? Is Shota Umino in it? Oh, right up here. He's got a pass. He shaved his head though at that New Beginning show.
He's going through some things.
Yeah, but I think this is good for him. I think this is the chance to get that character right and give him a push. So Matt says the G in IWGP stands for Goto. Let's go. I like it. Terrell says I fell asleep on Grand Slam after the Mercedes Harley match. That NBA All-Star game took the energy out of me. Too much talking for me in that.
I mean, that's fair too, because the dunk contest was one-sided. The three-point contest was quick, but who cares about Tyler Hero? Sorry, Heat fans, I'm not a fan.
Hey.
That skills competition most entertaining part was the disqualification. You said we had to make the shots.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. Randomly, that's going to be in the rules now.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
You have to actually try.
Well, maybe if you make a shot, they take time off then. Like 10 seconds drops off each shot you make. Is Roman Reigns finish his story so he can get back his Undisputed Championship? Acknowledge me. We're going to find all that out very soon, my brother. We're getting close to the finish line. It looked good on ZSJ rocking that Divas title.
Damn.
Come on now. Yoshi Miz Easy. Wow.
See, I always thought of Tai Chi more of a Miz like type guy over there.
Listen, you already know. Ain't nobody gonna be talking bad about my boy, all right? I know that mic doesn't even work. He's lip sync. I don't care. Tai Chi's nice, bro.
Tai Chi is nice.
I like him. BJ said Yoshihashi needs a bye so he can say he made it another round deeper in the tournament, and then he should make it. Wow.
That's fair.
Do you see ZSJ in AEW or WWE eventually? I think if he's not pushed at the top level of New Japan, yes.
Well, he's gonna get that belt back too.
Yeah.
I think he'll get it back, and I think Tsuji's up next.
I didn't even finish my thought on the Goto thing. So after he had won, not only the ticket sales, but when the fans were running up to touch him,
there were people crying, man.
I listened to my good friends on Voices of Wrestling. They compared it to Ron Simmons. Like Ron Simmons winning, that's what Goto probably felt like for people in New Japan. I was like, that's a good reference point. I appreciate it. So good stuff, man. Daytona 500 was great as always. I didn't check it out, man. I'm picking David Finlay to win the New Japan Cup. Matt says.
I see House of Torture messing that up for him,
right?
For whatever reason.
Jasim, so what do you think about WrestleMania this year? It's going to be a good show. What do you think about the WrestleMania when they advertise it like you can through the rest of the cards? WrestleMania looks okay this year. I think a lot of people are being down on it a little too early. The card's just taking formation. I like the graphics for it. Like, I like it. You know, they're on the cards. I'm a sucker for that, though. Like, it's just an easy scheme. I wish they would have did the Palace again, though, in Vegas. Like, you know, the Roman what we had to wear this
Coliseum.
stuff. Yeah, we had to wear that
togas
stupid
and whatnot.
stuff. Yeah, when we went to high school, we had to wear like togas when it was senior day and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that I didn't do it. Did you do it? You might have. I thought I remember seeing.
I might have been in school.
Oh boy, we all should have been in school too because we definitely wore white tees.
Oh, the white tees.
Yeah, they were definitely
sent home.
No, they didn't send anyone home.
I got sent home.
Not me.
I didn't straighten up till the second half of my senior year. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I got it together.
Did you win an award though?
I did. Most improved.
MIP. Speaking of MIPs, the Revolution is televised. Ricky
The Revolution is on network television.
Wow. Did you get that from somewhere or did you just think of that?
I just thought of it.
You're a horrible, horrible guy, good sir.
No, I'm a big Ricky Starks fan. So.
I know, but that was funny. That was funny. But we can make jokes and laugh. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I am writing down times if you're wondering what I'm doing, Rob. But let's continue. All
right, so Ricky Starks. So you got great Rickies back in wrestling. You got Ricky Steamboat, Ricky Rude, Ricky Flair, Ricky Dozan,
and now
Ricky Starks, or whatever his name is.
That's funny because if you look at it, he has not been mentioned by name at all.
I've heard rumblings of Anthony K.
Starkman Jones.
Starkman.
I don't know what they're gonna call Ricky Starks. Does it matter to you? In all honesty, like I'm being.
I don't think it matters. Oh, as long as they don't give him a name like what is that? Braxton Cole's one of the names they trademark.
Yeah. Why? WWE names are so WWE names sometimes where I'm like, why do we do this?
Osiris Griffin.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see, man. You guys look like brothers. I got a perfect name for you guys. The Unstoppable Duo. Jasim, my guy. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. They can't do the Roman Coliseum for Mania. Brings back bad memories.
Well, don't you want to right wrongs back in the day, man?
That's a fact, man. Deanna says, please don't mess up my Ricky worse than AEW. Now, can I be the one to start this? I am going to disagree that AEW messed up Ricky Starks, and I don't want to hear he got buried, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. I fully disagree. Let me ask you this. Is it bad that number one they brought you in? Just tell me when I'm wrong at any of this, Rob. Is it bad that they put you in Team Taz? And then they gave you the FTW title. I know you can say, well, it doesn't count, blah, blah, blah. They gave you something.
An unsanctioned belt. Nobody cares about that. He should have been a world champion on his debut.
Did he not get mic time?
He did.
You heard enough to know who he is. Let him talk, right? All right. Did he not win the Owen Hart Cup? Did he not win the tag team titles? Do you guys know people in that company who have none of that? That's who we should be like, oh, poor them. No.
Wait, before you go any further, we can counter that, man, because Scorpio Sky has done all of that. And where is he?
Hey.
Well, keep going.
Ain't you Brandy's cousin? So I don't what else do you want? What else do you want them to say? Like, okay, you got all that. Now what? He didn't get a featured main event match with MJF, mic time, all that. He wasn't featured on Collision. He was in the ring with
Danielson.
Cope.
Danielson feud, CM Punk.
Right?
I will say this. I was upset with that whole interaction he had with, I'm not even going to say stupid ass name.
What?
Adam Copeland. Oh, dude.
Cope.
I'm here to help the younger talent get over, but I'm not going to let you guys speak. I'm going to talk over every word you say because I can't help but hold on to my past. with my horrible hair, my horrible promos, and my mediocre matches, dude.
On this day, yo, I'm trying. Listen,
Let me jump off the top of another cage and shatter my ankle, dude.
That's rude. Where's Derek? Derek needs to balance this out because Derek is a huge Adam Copeland fan.
Christian was always better than me, dude.
Now I'll make that argument every time, but what I know you hated that promo. Like that was just bad all around.
But other than that, Ricky had ample opportunities to elevate himself. But I told you this in private before. We don't know what happened behind the stage or behind the scenes. Same thing with Cody. We don't know what happened between these two.
Right. And at some point, is it bad to like keep slotting people in there? Like, oh, I'm sorry that we think you're upper, like mid card, whatever. Was Ricky undeniable? Should Ricky have been in the main event? Like, do you think AEW, like when people say he wasn't given anything, they fumbled him? Whatever. Fumbles also on my like ban list of terms. Just so you guys know, me and E just had a conversation about this in private.
I don't know, Ricky just emanates an aura that you want to make a cinematic.
God, I hate it. Oh, so what do you think, though, in the end? Up and up. Everybody, feel free if you guys want to put it in there.
I think Tony should be happy that he's rid of this headache. And if Ricky's happy where he's at, he made his decision. He know where he wanted to go. He telegraphed his move.
Yeah, he did. Seriously, I don't know what else to say about Ricky. I hope that they call him Ricky Starks. I hope they treat him right. Listen, I'm gonna be 100% honest about NXT. It's up on here for us to discuss anyway. I want y'all to know. Obafemi is the only person that he has to go up against. There is nobody else that I'm like, yeah, they should be beating Ricky Starks. You could talk Ethan Page all you want. I ain't buying it. He ain't beating Ricky Starks. And if you're those guys, Lexus King, Ethan Page, who else has been? Javon Evans. Aren't you tired of people who left? You told me I was better than these guys when they were on the other show, and now this guy's coming in to take my spot. Mm-hmm. It's going to flip again. I want you guys to know that. I believe Drew. The frustrations that Drew says he has, I believe it.
Dude, Triple H is going to get his super indie one way or another.
That's fine. But I think the frustrations got to build up eventually to where it's like, well, what is this? What are we doing? I love that people are saying Ricky Spanish. I wish Derek was here.
Daddy.
Ricky Johnson. Ricky Dozan, Stroke Daddy better duck.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Shoot.
Josh Alexander.
We're past the 10-minute mark, right?
Yeah, we are.
Shit.
Josh Alexander chose a lighter schedule by joining AEW instead of WWE.
He's afraid of the grind.
Wow. Nathan, we're going to get to that in a second with Josh Alexander because that might not be true either. We're going to have to do the wait and see, I think, on that. Hopefully he gets his name in WWE, but it was literally 24 hours after his release, so things take time with lawyers and such.
Well, isn't that his actual name, though?
Yeah, allegedly. So I've never looked it up. But here's the other thing. You talk about 24 hours. Bro, they just released you, and you were already over there? Ain't no way. So here.
Oh, boy, did the dash.
Yo, not even that. But there ain't no way you're going to tell me, and this goes for AEW side too, that y'all ain't talking to these people during this time. What Triple H did was direct disrespect and filth, though, by calling people. Like, that was direct disrespect. Like, I don't care about none of this.
I don't think he cares.
I really don't think so either.
It's not illegal.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like, but when they start playing that game against him, we're the victim.
I told you, go back in history. Know your history, folks. Oh, no. This other company believes in self-mutilation. The same thing that he was doing at those WrestleManias for iconic moments. Oh, no, I don't know what to do with this.
So you just pinned E's comment that says Osiris. I thought you were going to go, oh, no, Osiris?
No. Mercedes is the GOAT, says mid-card Ricky. Woo. I think Ricky will be fine in NXT.
But they'll spin that narrative. The mid-card in WWE is way better than being in the main event of AEW.
Yeah. Jimmy, he's letting me know about Jimmy Johnson. All right. Ricky got the Owen Cup from Jushin Liger.
Smashed it too.
Yeah. Ricky was part of Sting's in-ring return too. Yep. Touche. War Daddy. Ricky shouldn't have been sitting at home. He's a star. Use him on TV.
There were discussions and rumors that he was turning down creative, but we don't know the truth.
He said he didn't turn down creative. He just had different suggestions.
Just wait for the next Chris Van Vliet interview.
Say real quick your thoughts on Malachi and Miro, since we didn't get yours.
Well, apparently Miro signed with the talent agency for some movies or whatever, so more power to him.
Good luck.
Aleister Black will be back soon, I'm convinced, and I know Triple H will push him like he should have been pushed the first time around. But we'll see.
Yeah, AEW screwed up the Starks Powerhouse Hobbs feud. It could have been a long time rivalry. Man, I can't remember what happened with it now. Up with Cope, down with Dope, dude.
Dude.
Do you think Aleister Black's going to make his return Monday night? I think now you have to stagger them. You need Malachi, Aleister, Tommy N, call him whatever you want. You need him on SmackDown so you could boost that show and have people talking about it, because it is bad. It is bad. Hold on, I'm going to E. Lord help me with this. Ricky said Cope was bug-eyed like Hangman and worker rights. Let me see Ricky do that in the Fed. I told you, I want to see the same Andrade when he's mad. I want to see him fighting people over there. Go ahead, go punch someone. You're mad. Go do it. You did it before. People, watch the behavior change is my point. Don't do punk behavior outside of the company, and then when you get back, you're like, "Oh, I'm a good boy now."
Are you talking punk isn't punk or Phil Brooks punk behavior?
I'm just saying punk behavior.
I know.
We're not on Phil. We're not even gonna get to that today. Phil. Yeah, Cody got mad aura. Oh no, Triple H got no aura. Here we go. I just see so much in him that he could be elevated. Ricky was mismanaged. His next move should be the TNT title. His move should have been the TNT title, because I'm not feeling Garcia as champ. But now he'll be the guy with all the fanfare to bring something to the NXT roster.
But will it be a flavor of the month thing, or will he actually be pushed properly? Because I don't think right now, in my opinion, nobody's messing with Obafemi.
If he beats Obafemi, he's the guy, and you have to build the roster around him then. And he's got to deliver. If he doesn't deliver, it's going to be a problem. But once again, if you bring Ricky up, how do you think Drew's going to feel? Drew's not going to be happy about that. I'm telling you. You think LA Knight's happy? Oh, we got another guy who talks. Is going to be compared to, if you smell, like there's going to be problems. So be smart.
Well, he's just a vanilla midget version of that guy anyway, dude.
I hate that, dude. You sound too much like him. Stop this now. No Lara in the house. What's good? Don't be surprised if Ricky shoots on AEW in his first promo.
I don't see that. They're not going to acknowledge the non-competition.
Why would they? No, I honestly.
Only when it's convenient.
Not even that. But then wouldn't that... I think Tony knows more than we all know, too. He knows. Look at all the people who have defected. I just want people to be smart about this for a second. They're all Cody's people. Jade, Ricky Starks. I'm so happy to see you here. I'm not mad that wrestlers are happy to see their friends. I'm not saying that. I'm saying look at the box and see who's going over. Jade was with Cody. Ricky was with Cody. They tried to get QT Marshall. I think Deanna had said, oh, he's got half a chance because he's friends with Cody. That didn't work for QT.
Sean Spears.
Well, Sean Spears is Sean Spears. He's being a player coach. That's the perfect spot for him. Yeah. Main roster ain't it. So at this point, let him do what he's going to do.
What was his name? Ty Dillinger.
Yeah. And they changed his name to Sean Spears. Wonder why. Running from the grind, he says. Ricky will be big for NXT. Feel bad for other people on the roster. And don't forget Retribution 2.0. Who knows what they are getting.
They're just chanting at him. Who are you? Who are you?
Right? Don't need talent to have a talent agent. Wow. Powerhouse Ricky story ended a lights out match at Grand Slam Rampage. Yes, you could put Black on SmackDown. They just moved the Wyatt 6 and Alexa Bliss. Ori, welcome. I appreciate you. Aleister should go back to WWE or TNA. He's going back to WWE if he does anything.
Papa H got him.
Malachi to the NXT men's division is trash outside of Oba and Ricky, maybe Trick. Yeah. So, but I can't see, you can't put Malachi back down there. These guys are not young. Like Ricky Starks is what, 32, 34 maybe?
Somewhere.
Bruh, the hourglass is flipped. The time is running out. This is not going to be some long run. I don't know why Jordan Grace went down there. We're going to talk about that in a second too. Like
I think just for the matches, and then I think she'll be up on the main roster pretty quickly.
You need to do that yesterday. I don't see anyone beating Oba. Me either. I'm guessing Hunter has his eye on talent in the piss and promotion. I think some of the AEW hate is built up to poach talent. Yeah, and remember, Tony did him a favor when he said that. He let Billy Gunn go over there for the Hall of Fame thing. This could have all been like Peachy Keen, and instead it turned into that. You shouldn't put all your mysterious people all on one show unless you're making some huge faction. That's a bad idea because you end up with NWO/Aces and Eights, and that got boring.
100% agree.
That's true. But I wouldn't have moved the Wyatt Six though. See, my moves would have been different. But I can't be mad because it didn't go my way. That's what's gonna happen. Is it MJF a Cody Rhodes guy too? Why did he stay? Rob, I keep saying this. Do you want to break it down for them finally? This all goes back to the Double or Nothing match with Wardlow. There was no mistake behind the scenes. The ticket got the picture taken. MJF loses. He's out for a long time. Then we get the whole, I'm the devil. What was that, Rob?
Fire me. It's a negotiation tactic.
He got money. There was no bidding war of 2024. Tony squashed that. He said either you're going to take more money and sign a longer deal, or I'm not going to pay you anymore and you can sit out.
In that same vein, though, is he eventually going to go to WWF?
Yes.
Yes. Is that tattoo going to wipe off?
He'll probably have one on both legs of each one. And then he'll go back to AEW again if he wants money. Like, this is how this works. I'm not mad that Pentagon went. Penta. I'm not mad that Penta went. Good for Penta. Good for Ray Phoenix. I think Ray Phoenix, that's what I was going to ask you next. Ray Phoenix. Is he getting out of this deal? Like, if you're Tony, like, when do you see this? When is this going to be over?
Well, they're saying that they're in discussions now to end it. I say do it right when Penta's challenging for a singles title. Release Ray Phoenix. Just to be petty. Why can't Tony be petty once in a while, man?
Like Tom Petty, y'all just petty. Triple Trash H. Yo, Mercedes the GOAT is not a fan of Hunter. NXT men's division needs more names. Yeah, that division has suffered horrific call-ups. Like, they just took people. Ricky is 34. Thank you. Question for your brother-in-law. Who is the top 4 women of all time for you?
I have to come back to that.
T3Z, keep that until the end of the show, Terrell. Appreciate you. I met some of the wrestlers. I met Sheamus in Detroit, Jordan Grace, Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler, Big E, Matt Hardy, Jordan Grace. They signed my belt when I met her at a mall in Heroes Hideout. Nice. Can't wait for Julia versus Stephanie for the title. We're going to get to this. I promise you guys. Should I just transition into that? We might as well, because we're talking a lot of NXT. I'm going to jump down here. Let's talk about this show. Vengeance Day. Y'all might get mad at some of the things I'm about to say on some of this, but yeah, Fallon Henley, Stephanie Vacour, NXT Women's North American Championship. Love the look of that belt. It was time to get that joint off of Fallon, though.
I missed half this show and I missed this match completely, so I have no opinion. I'm glad that she's champion, though.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I've been saying it, and I'll say it again. Stephanie Vacour has more of that that fan base than Julia does. Y'all can argue with your mama about it. It's a fact. It's a fact. Like, if you watch the product, you know. We had a tag title match. Fraxium, EPW award-winning Fraxium for Tag Team of the Year recently, taking on Josh Briggs, and I need this guy's name in front of me so I can say it. Go ahead, Rob. Did you see this tag match, or did you miss this?
I missed this one as well. I saw the triple threat match they did on NXT right before.
Yoshiki Inamura. He's from Noah. Noah's got some real good wrestling in there. If you guys want to venture outside of, North American pro wrestling, Noah is a good product. Fraxium ends up getting the win. We saw, I don't know what you want to call that faction. Dude, honestly, I get Retribution vibes. Like, I think it's still too soon to try to do anything where they're wearing the masks and the black and white and, we're here.
Retribution. Can we call them Restoration?
Boo! Listen, not mad at it. And I'm coming back to your comments too here. I just wanted to go through this as we kept bringing up NXT. Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. Why do we keep beating Javon Evans? Like, I don't get it. I don't feel an underdog thing for him. I get you're trying to get over like Ethan Page breaks jaws and he's a tough guy.
He's bouncy.
Yeah.
I missed that match as well.
Javon Evans is amazing. He watched the dive through the ropes in the beginning. Crazy. But Ethan Page ends up knocking his mouth guard out and then, clocking him real good, and mouth was bleeding after the match. I get it, though. Like, they're trying to do something with Ethan Page here, but I don't know. I think they just gave him the title too quickly instead of putting him in the main event scene organically.
I think it was done so you'll be treated well over here.
Ego. A-Town Down Under, man.
This is when I came in.
Man, what a fall from grace. Austin Theory beat John Cena at WrestleMania, and we are going into WrestleMania 41, and you are back in NXT challenging Obafemi.
Well, John Cena told him, you beat me, and you have to live with that. Dude.
Bro.
I'm here to elevate young talent, dude.
He got these brothers got put down by Obafemi, bro. Oba just beat him down. And then that group with Osiris Griffin and the homies in it, they beat up Oba, bro. They were tossing him around, power bombing him like he was nothing. So Oba forever champ, bro. That's how I feel at this point. I think he shouldn't have even lost the NXT North American Championship. And in the main event, I did like that they gave the women the main event here. Cora Jade added to the mix. Roxanne Perez, Bayley, and Julia, the current NXT Women's Champion. Shocked. I thought that maybe Cora Jade or Bayley would take the pin, but instead it was Roxanne Perez, who's going to be on Raw tonight.
I was not as big a fan of this match as I thought I would be. One, I'm not a fan of Cora Jade. I don't think she doesn't translate well for me, I should say. Bayley is my current favorite female wrestler, but the last couple matches I've watched of her, I don't know if it's her or who she's in there with, but work has been subpar.
Wow. Okay.
Julia hasn't lived up to the hype for me yet, and Roxanne Perez is just there. This match didn't do it for me.
Those are Rob's thoughts. How do you feel about Jordan Grace coming out at the end, ruining Stephanie McCurr and, the look at the title? If you're doing stand and deliver and you're about to try to be a big beef that day and you're like, yeah, we're going to put this on. It's going to be great. We're going to do this. This is it, right? Triple threat main event. This is the main event. That I feel bad for Oba because Oba should be in the main events for his talent, but they don't have anyone for him. The women's division is it's the Midas touch of NXT. Like, it's the gold. Like, that's what you're building this whole thing off of.
Women's division, I would say NXT right now is pretty stacked. Minus Nikita Lyons. I think she's just terrible.
What's her new name? Kitty Cat Lyons or something like that?
I don't know.
Big Cat Keita.
Yeah, something like that.
Big Cat Ernie Ladd.
Big Cat Keita.
You're stealing Monday from the people, Monday. Monday, you're lazy. Get out there and work. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with it, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know. Overall, I thought it was a decent show.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. NXT, it's not black and gold for me anymore. Like I said, I long for the days of NXT takeover New Orleans, but I think we rank things in our head as fans, and black and gold no longer became my thing. Like once AEW became a thing, and AEW just did the same thing they were doing on a grandiose scale, and I wanted a more grandiose NXT black and gold, and I got it over here.
Who was it on commentary? Was it Vic Joseph?
Oh my!
So he said something in the beginning of that Fatal 4-Way match. It was like all iterations of NXT are represented right now. Bailey with the black and gold. Roxanne and what's her name?
2.0,
yeah,
Cora
2.0,
Jade.
and then the current era with Julia and
Come on, man. Let's go, man. Booker
Oh,
T, not
yeah,
my
man.
favorite. Not my favorite. Let's see here. Can't wait. Title for title, 5 stars. You think that's what they're doing? Title for title, put all the gold on the line, triple threat. It's just, it baffles me. Like, you have Jordan Gray should just be winning like whatever the mid-card titles are. We could be doing so much more with those, but I don't know. I've been disappointed in the mid-card championship since they've implemented them a little.
So in that vein, I go to the main roster. The women's Intercontinental and the women's United States title. They shouldn't have did both.
Yeah.
It's oversaturated.
Only needed one. Let's go back into the comment section here. And Ori says, why at 6 need more? They should not be locked to one show. Be overall monsters terrorizing all of WWE.
But they're booked as faces right now. And I feel like for that fashion with that aesthetic, they should be
heels.
Tweeners at worst.
Yeah.
Toe the line.
Heard Hobbs is a Cody guy. Might be.
Hobbs is more of a Punk guy.
Could be that too. But Punk's over there now. He's getting his in too. Especially if he gets Malachi back over. MJF got his money. He can make movies. He's going to WWE. I agree, Deanna. MJF in no way will be able to do half the stuff he's done in AEW and WWE. Yeah, that like knocking drinks on the people and saying whatever some of the stuff he says, that's over.
Man, we would have fighting. I'll tell you that much. That beer is expensive.
Yeah, y'all act like Triple H. Y'all act Triple H like short guys Johnny Wrestling is still twisted in the wind.
Good, and he should be.
Penta needs to give some money back. I'm not mad at that. Penta's music isn't as awesome as AEW's Lucha Bros music. The music department in WWE needs an overall change.
Never ever came for someone to lose their job, but
yeah,
boy should lose their job.
TK should be allowed to be petty. Look at Dynamite's episode where they will. Oh yeah, where they'll surpass the Nitro numbers. Matt did send me that. They're doing it from like I forgot, like it's MGM concert something. How old are Alistair and Miro? I'm not sure. Eric, very good show. Jordan Gray shouldn't be on NXT, but it's the road to WrestleMania, so it's nothing for her right now. Okay. When we say this, though, when I'm making the argument about best booker, what do you mean you can't find something for them to do? Like
2 nights of Mania at that. On a streaming service. It's not like you're limited by the pay-per-view times anymore.
Yeah. I mean, if they're doing the 6-month run, great. NXT's women's division is stacked. Like, honestly, at this point, like, Roxanne's ready to move up. Like, you can do this. Did you need Bailey and them on that show? Well, what was the purpose of that? Or is that just to compete with the All-Star game? That's what I assume, but
they weren't even competing, though, because the event didn't start until 8 o'clock, right? And that's when the show was over, right?
6, 8:30. No, it was 2.5 hours only. So, yeah.
I'm talking about for the All-Star.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Unless it started at 8, but that was the main event. I don't know. I don't know why they did what they did. I thought Vengeance Day was one of the weakest NXT shows this year.
Which, speaking of, too, we go back to All-Star Weekend. Bailey played in that celebrity game. She got one shot off, and it was contested by freaking Baron Davis. How is that fair?
That's right. KG, baby. Putting that title on Vakur was the right move.
100%.
Yeah. Stephanie's a phenomenal wrestler, and it doesn't hurt that she also smoked the show.
She's a smoke show.
Oh, smoke
100%.
show? Okay. Good match. But they did give Fallon the belt. She never did anything of note. Yeah.
Well, they let JC Jane do all the talking and FaceTime.
Right? Clown said he went to Hood Slam on Saturday. Yeah, 6 hours of J Cup Sunday. Miss NXT and AEW this weekend. We got you.
I hope you had a great time, too.
Yo, look at Quills on it. Appreciate you, man.
Shiki and Amora.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry if I missed anyone.
Fucking trips.
Donnie, get this man out of here with this. Inside joke, for those who don't know. All right.
I'll call you after this, by the way.
Let's switch gears real quick here to AEW.
Say something about my gear. I'm sorry.
It's a bad Santa joke. Josh Alexander is expected to be in AEW. Fightful Select has learned. Apparently, he assigned Barry Bloom as his agent. Big money Barry. He will come for those pockets. I know WWE particularly hated him a lot when he first got into the wrestling mix, but let him do what he's going to do. Josh Alexander, better fit for there, or do you think he'd be better in WWE?
I think for his style and his aesthetic, I think he would be better off in AEW.
Yeah, if he's going to put on the banger matches and try to be, mini Kurt, I think you're better off there. To me, this is going to be me probably I hope I'm wrong about this. I love Ethan Page for the record. Don't think I'm mean to him. But I think him and Ethan will end up being in the tag team again, and that would be their peak. They're going to be in a tag team in the tag division. And there's nothing wrong with that. I would love it. I love them as a tag team, but I think that's the peak there versus these two could try to have separate careers and, you get what you put in, earn it.
I say good for him. My favorite moment of Josh Alexander is always going to be when Moose beat him in front of his son.
Terrible. Horrible moment. Moose is a bad man. Ori says you could be a face and a monster. Yes, that is true. MJB in the place to be. What's good, brother? Appreciate you, man. I'd love to see the Wyatt 6 at WrestleMania one time. Goes back to my argument, Booker of the Year, y'all. People say, okay. I just want y'all to I'm just saying hold his feet to the fire a little bit when it comes to this stuff. Feel free to say something. Jokes aside, I'd love to be able to go on the Jericho cruise once.
I'd like to do that without Jericho there, honestly. Because I feel like those performances are mandatory to attend. Those horrible ass concerts, man.
Why do you think they're mandatory?
Look what he puts on. You're gonna see me put this on, baby. Yeah, baby.
I don't know.
He was out there.
But they do have rap people on there sometimes. Hasn't he had Swerve and Teasy and them on there?
It's not even that, though. I'm talking about just Fozzy.
I know, but I go and support them. Then they do the little Run DMC thing. Then Aerosmith, the little do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I know they're throwing the mics back and forth. We're back, say, hey, diddle with the kitty in the middle.
And don't get me wrong, I love Jericho. Jericho's one of my all-time favorites, but Fozzy sucks. The only good song they got is SOS, and that's a cover.
Yo, he said JR hated Barry until he hired him.
That's a fact.
Yo, that's a bar. That's a bar. It's coming because Revolution is in LA. Him and Matt are going back and forth about that. If Josh Alexander was in WWE's radar, why didn't they bring on NXT to do something with Ethan Page? I think they were teasing it, though. Ethan Page wasn't locking in ankle locks for no reason.
That's pigeonholing, though, man.
I don't know. T. Ferg says, we're Speedball. The rumor of Speedball's with AEW. They're just waiting for the right moment to debut.
Looking for shoes.
He's probably end up beating up Max Caster. That's what I believe. Grand Slam. So after the All-Star game, I haven't seen if they've put up numbers yet. I'm sure that the plan was to get a great lead in. Dude, did you notice how small the ring was, though? Dude, did you notice how small the ring was? Dude. I'm kidding. This episode is, dude, where's my ring? Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita. What are we complaining about here?
Did this ring have any effect on that match?
No. By the way, Konosuke should have never kicked out of that finish, by the way.
Maybe if the ring was bigger, he would.
Road Warrior pop, Hawk kicks out, no sells it. Not selling, that's our move, Hawk. RIP to the Road Warriors. But, dude, One Wing Angel set up, hidden blade into the finish.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Dude, that is the ultimate you're not kicking out, bro. The first time I saw him do that to, who was it? Ibushi. Rob knows. I lost my mind, bro. I was like, he's done. Kota Ibushi's never coming back to wrestle. They stretchered him out from that. I was like, it's over. It's over.
If that move was hit on Will Ospreay, he would have kicked out.
Right?
Because the ring was so small.
This looks like it's leading to the setup that I predicted. If you're going to watch Dynamite, me and Derek this Wednesday, 10:15, join us for that review. I'm going to be streaming 4 days this week, so y'all are going to get sick of me if you're not. But come support, though, if you'd like. So they're doing this. It looks like Kenny's going to challenge for that championship. Why is Kenny the last part of this? It's Kenny's now in Revolution. And Konosuke is going to have to face the winner between Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy. Do you see the setup going the way I've pictured? I see it as it's Konosuke Takeshita, Kenny Omega. Kenny wins the belt. Kenny's going on to face Okada at All In, title versus title. Merge that belt. We will have an Intercontinental champion. Hopefully that's not copywritten. And there you go. It's money. It's there. Like, you got it. That becomes the de facto number 2 belt, in my opinion.
I mean,
And the TNT title is the European title. Like, that's what it is now at this point.
And going back to the TNT title, I kind of want to see Josh Alexander versus Danny Garcia.
It'd be a wrestling clinic, bro.
But
I like Daniel Garcia more than most.
We go with Kenny Omega and Okada. Before we get there, we got to do Kenny versus Takeshita. Takeshita's already pinned him twice. Kenny's like, do it again. Prove you can do it again. But you know, Callis is going to get involved. Don Callis is a genius.
Thank you, Don. Yeah. Grand Scam. Take it easy.
Grand Scam.
Listen, AEW messed up a lot of things with that. We've already flogged them publicly. Like, that's enough of that. Like, okay, you shouldn't have booked the big arena and all that.
They never said it was a pay-per-view, though.
No, they didn't. But, you know, that's what people expected. Well, why would you rent out that big building? Well, they do it for Dynamite.
That's what you get for hyping yourself up, though.
Yo, Rob always yells about this. Sting should have been at WrestleMania 27.
But they never said he was, and you got mad when your desires didn't get fulfilled. Like, F off, man.
I'm not gonna lie though, you don't.
I hate wrestling fans.
No, but you also don't do that though for like Triple H, and we've seen this. It's never happened. And I'm like, who told you to say this? Who told you? Like, you can't do that.
I'm just saying, like, don't hype yourself up and then get mad when it doesn't happen. That's your own fault.
Great tag match. Did you guys notice how small the ring was though?
I couldn't focus on anything else other than the ring size.
Ospreay versus Omega, Takeshita, Fletcher was awesome. Most importantly, the right team won. I want everyone to measure the ring on Wednesday. Ori says, because Kenny, yo, I love Ori. When Ori talks about the elite, she gets hype. One of my favorites, man. Love it, man. She's an OG in the podcast game, if you guys don't know. Check out her gaming channel right there. It's Ori the Draw. Definitely fun gaming times, and she talks about everything. So go in there, show her some love. And she loves wrestling talk. When I pop in there, that's what usually ends up happening. Unification of the titles. See, I agree. Fun match. Right team won. Moving on. We had Mercedes Moné, CEO. So I sent you a video on TikTok. Did you watch it yet?
I have not.
All right. After this, I want you to watch it. But it was basically people taxing Mercedes, and it was actually, Ori knows these people, Suplex Media and Suplex. They were kind of like, Suplex put out a video saying like he doesn't understand why this goes into the aura thing. It's actually about the word aura and why she's not hitting as hard as she did when she first debuted, blah, blah, blah. So what do you think it is? Because me and you, we've argued even in the comments, and Rob said something about her. Man, it's just a comment about her, man. She can take some criticism. But does Mercedes get criticized the most, like, out of anybody? Like, to me, out of the 4 horsewomen, yo, the things I see said about Mercedes, I'm like, yo, this is kind of like a backhanded thing you're saying, bro. Why? She's too mouthy. I saw that in the comments. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean to be mouthy?
I think people are still mad about her becoming the quote unquote highest paid woman in the industry.
So what?
It's because, no, it's like, oh, we don't value you like this, so why do you value yourself like this? It's people that they're mad about confidence, I should say. And I don't know if they're saying like, oh, she's not delivering on what we want or what we expect because she was put on such a pedestal. She was put on such a main stage and then didn't deliver.
But it could just be bad time. Shawn Michaels didn't suck because the NWO just came up. Like, I don't want people to think that. Them In Your House pay-per-views were great in 1996. Sorry to boo-hoo on you. Him and Mankind put on a clinic at Mind Games. Like, that stuff, just because you don't like it means like, oh, he's a horrible draw. Sometimes the other guys are just heating up and it's getting better. The Bloodline thing, Conrad, you should be more accepting of that. That's fine. Sometimes when I'm asking something back, it's not like, oh, Conrad hates this. I'm asking you the question back because I want you to think. How did the NWO not survive 2 years, but this Bloodline thing has survived 4 is what I question. And there's been ups and downs. They have found a way, though, to keep it interesting. Maybe that's where the NWO failed. They didn't keep it interesting.
It's easy when you're the only game in town.
Touche. Yeah. There's no one competing against them anymore. So that's all I'm saying. I'm asking things for thought progression. And you can disagree with me. I read his comments. He disagreed with me with Mercedes one night. Me and E were like, man, y'all need to shut up about her. And here he goes, but it's fair to offer critical, like constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is fine. But when I start seeing some of that stuff,
keyword is constructive.
Yeah, if it's not
destructive.
Yeah. I mean, you were mean to Adam Copeland earlier, but I think if you were like, you want some real
whatever, dude.
It's fine, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be fine. Thank you. And she put them up there. Go follow those guys on TikTok. I like both of them in their commentary. Predictable outcome. We all knew Mercedes would retain over Harley. I definitely had a little fear going into it eventually.
I didn't think they would, because going into this, she has one victory.
Yeah. She has less than 100 matches. I want people to know that. Harley Cameron is just starting to do it, and she's better than some people. I'd rather see her than some other people who've been doing it for years right now.
I would say down the road, I can see it happening, but right now it's too soon.
She did good. Go ahead.
Mercedes Mapei.
My world crumbles when you are not near.
I think she went to the puppet well a little too much, though. One time too many.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Things to learn from. Like I said, I think they should sell them at this point.
I still don't trust this community with those puppets, man.
I think my issues with Mercedes is the same issue with Charlotte. There's no character evolution or character arc. Could Monet too uppity? Wow.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
that's the stuff people say, though.
I mean, Charlotte did try something new, and then the fans rejected it, so she just regrets back to old reliable. I'm the best in the world, and there's nothing you can do about it, because I have inflections in the wrong word parts of sentences.
Tiffy. And I told Rob that too. So we talk all this mess about Mercedes, and can we get in the 4 horsewomen? This is a perfect time to get into it. When did you ever see Mercedes get booked like Charlotte got booked on SmackDown, to sit in a chair over someone and do that? I'll be damned if that ever happened for Mercedes. And I'm saying it's never happened for Bayley. It's never happened for Mercedes. Becky Lynch is out there doing. Listen, I've said it and I'll always say it. You can give me a category. We will rank the 4 horsewomen. There is a point where you are 1, you are 2, you are 3, and you are 4. And that's for all of them. There ain't nobody better than anyone in that. But the treatment is different amongst the 4 of them depending on what company it is.
Bayley's the best. It's my personal opinion.
Listen, you know who I'm down with. No, Mercedes is my favorite, but no, but Becky's the best one to me on the mic, and then Bayley's right underneath. Bayley is the all-around consistent one. Best in ring, I prefer Mercedes.
5-tool player.
But who has the best like star power, presence, looks like a star, feels like it, and struts like they are?
You know, there's a 4-letter word you can use to describe all.
I'm not. No, we're not saying that word right now. Charlotte has it. Like, as much as we want to be mad, she has the pedigree. It comes from being associated with her father. Do not use that word. Don't. We're not doing it. They did have, Momo Watanabe will be Watanabe.
Get on you for mispronouncing it. You already know it.
I like AZM. By the way, that was
it's assuming you ass.
I definitely trolled many weeks ago on purpose, and I definitely got yelled at for it, and I did it on purpose. I know Azumi is AZM, but as soon as you hear someone say, nerd, you don't even watch Joshi Pro Wrestling, like, take it easy, people. So if you ever hear me say that, just know it's a troll. She and Naomi had the audacity to challenge Vince, and people hate her for it. T. Ferguson. Yeah. What do you know? And look who they challenged, him and his partner in crime. Matt says, I'm checking out AEW ROH Global Wars on Honor Club. Dude, you need to see this ring. It's so small. Right? Someone brought up Jade and the suspects for it. I don't know. It's got to be Naomi or Bianca or a combo of that. If we find out Jade just like set herself up, like, I didn't want to be champ anymore. I was tired of y'all. And swerve.
Need a little seasoning.
Harley Cameron gave darn good accounting. In the future, she'll be maybe ROH Women's TV Champion. She's doing great. I love what they did for Harley.
So, this is a controversial opinion. I actually shared this with my buddy Carter the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Harley Cameron is super talented in a lot of different areas. I kind of feel like her talent is wasted in wrestling.
She has The Rock. She's The Rock. Listen, brother can sing. People love this brother for no matter what he did. He controlled the crowd. He had everything. And then you see her. She's a ventriloquist. She can sing. She was out there doing raps. I did not appreciate the first rap.
I knew you would say
it. So if y'all don't know, Conrad used to rap, spit bars, little Sesame Street over here. But I have since retired. I don't like to rap really anymore. I could do it if I wanted to. I just choose not to. And
it still does. You just can't record them.
Yeah. Unless you pay me. But I used to do, and I'm indie, just like the podcast.
He used to spit hop, and now he spits hotter.
Getting more oohs than welcome back, Kata. All right, that's enough free rap. So, but dead serious, like, I don't like when people make a mockery of hip hop. And there's certain things that you can do where I'm like, oh, this is a mockery of hip hop. And when I feel that coming off of it, I automatically reject it. She did better the second time with the rap than the first one.
I felt bad for her the first time she did it too, because I felt like she was actually trying, and then the crowd reaction kind of like
brought it down.
her into a different direction.
She was a heel, and she was out there with John Morrison, though. Like, come on. And we didn't know that until after, but I'm just saying, like, how'd you think that was going to go over?
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm a big fan of Harley Cameron. I see great things for her in the future, inside and outside of wrestling.
On to the Brisbane Brawl. We talk. So you've had your fun with Cope. I'm going to say this. I thought it was really cool that the fans sang Cope to the ring. I think it kind of was like, yo, this company is special. Like, I still have it. Like, he's got to be doubting himself right now. And I'm like, yo, that was cool that he feels better about that.
That was pretty cool. And then the bell rang.
Nah, it wasn't that bad. I thought it was it was a street fight. It was Moxley. Moxley is doing stuff on purpose, I think, to get heat. The thing that we're upset about with this story is, can we make this make sense with the Death Riders? Like, you can't just talk and talk and talk. And then he said he was going to break Copeland's neck. And then he has him where he could break his neck, and he didn't do it. Why didn't you do it?
Because there's money to be made.
Yeah. Hold on.
I don't know. The match was it was a car crash spectacle. Garbage in a good way, I should say.
Yeah,
it was a garbage match in a good way.
It was a street fight.
I actually enjoyed
plunder.
I usually don't enjoy Moxley's work lately, but I actually enjoyed this one.
Right. Let's see here. Hold on here. In the accident they showed on SmackDown with Nick, tag champs, we did see Liv walk out, so the champs assume it was Raquel. That's a red herring, I believe, Jasim.
Red herring.
Why are y'all so quick to blame Naomi or Bianca for attacking Jade? It's too easy to do that. Quills, do you know who's writing this? It's going to be very...
You got to think about the audience you're appealing to, too. Like,
yeah.
Don't overcomplicate this.
Yeah, they're not gonna want to. How did Charlotte do it? She wasn't there. They're gonna be weird about it.
It was Natalia.
No Jomo Sapiens in the chat. Nope. I was a big John Morrison fan back in the day. John Morrison is just where he's at now.
I like his music. Now listen, this ain't no make-believe.
He was great on ECW. Like, he was doing really well, and then I feel like he just got saddled on. They believed in Miz more than him. Yeah. Do not ever do that again on the show. Awesome. Speaking of multi-talented, Rock versus Joe Hendry, when? Rock ain't coming back for that.
Not for that. I would see John Cena and Joe Hendry before that.
Yeah. Do you think Cena does the TNA match with him? Go over there one time?
Nice side quest. I think he should. He should. He should.
He should. And then we just hear, get ready to fly. I
don't think AJ's ever going back.
I think he is. I think AJ's going to be there for Bound for Glory. He'll be in the main event.
Dixie ain't there no more, so.
Every day in my life. Give me the grits version, actually. There were great moments, fans singing Copeland's theme, goosebumps when the crowd sang, see, y'all know.
Dude, this is awesome.
Right. Moment of the night was the crowd singing to Copeland. It was magical. Then the bell rang. Rob, you can't say stuff like that. Moxley and the Death Riders' motivation needs more exposition, in my opinion. Not wrong.
Needs more explanation.
I think maybe that's what she meant to put in there.
No. Both work.
Yeah. John Cena versus Joe Hendry. I want to see it. Yeah, we could possibly get there. So Copeland loses this match. A lot of people think that. So what do you do for Revolution? Like, we're here. We got it up. Like, love the graphics for this, by the way. I know Sean's mad somewhere, like throwing tissues at the screen that he's watching this on. Like, why?
I say before this match is over, I don't want either one of these two walking out with this belt. Have Christian cash in his contract, walk out with this belt. Please.
Go! Please. If you close your eyes, you
please.
Honestly, I think it could work, and then I mean, you could have if you do someone, the rumor is Double or Nothing, Canada. If they do that, could you? No, because then it was going to be Kenny and Copeland, maybe and Christian. Like, I don't know what I'm thinking here. Do Double or Nothing in Jersey, Atlantic City. Call it a day. And
I don't want Copeland to get this belt. I don't want Moxie to have this belt. I would rather see Christian get it and then lose it to whoever's going to take it from him. Just neither one of these two. Get the belt back on TV because I don't remember what it looks like anymore.
What belt?
Are they going to redesign it?
By the way, it's back there though. Honestly, I think that they could change the logo in the front. They did take the little scratches off of it because that's not how it originally looked. So, interesting. Kazuchika Okada, Buddy Matthews. Rob sent me a nasty ankle injury he got in this, like just hopping in the ring.
Because it was so small.
Because the ring was so small.
Well, apparently there were holes in the mat.
Yeah, according to Buddy, but then he deleted the tweet, and then people are like, "Oh, they made him delete the tweet."
Danielson came back around. None of that.
Yeah, all this stuff's fun and games, so y'all start posting and retweeting it, and then
And then Rhea Ripley posted some pictures. There was one with and one without a pair of crutches. I'm hoping his injury, whatever it is, ain't too serious. I hope it's just precautionary because he's too talented. He's finally getting a new lease without the whole House of Black thing being featured more. Singles and tag team competition. I just hope he's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt says Christian cashing and making it a triple threat, but Mox finds a way to win, and then Ospreay steps up for Dynasty. Oh, you got Dynasty first too in Philly.
True. I don't want to.
So can we agree to this? Can we just say let's have this all fixed up by then? Okada wins, y'all. Just so you know, great match, by the way. Like, fantastic if you want to go see it. What I loved about this crowd was they were naturally disappointed with so many of the endings. I'm like, guys, that was obvious. What are you upset about?
Well, remember he had him pinned up, but what's it? Is it called Murphy's Law now or Matthew's Law? Or
I don't know.
Either way, hit him with that
hound dog. He ain't nothing but a hound dog.
But he pinned him. But his leg got on the rope, and that's because the ring was so small.
That was great, bro. That was a great pinfall. They tried to do the Pac and Seth, but Terrell says do it at MSG or Barclay Center. Terrell, I want you to remember this. They cannot do any of those shows there. There are special contracts in place with another company, we'll just say, because I don't want to start any wars or turf wars in the chat.
I think they can get into MSG.
They can't.
I think they can try to get into MSG. Barclays' law firm is already.
They can't. They're both written. It's over. So, do a couple weeks at Showboat is GCW way off. Maybe as long as you don't want to make Effie mad. He's the current champ, but they I don't know if they could do the Showboat. Cope beats Mox with help from Beth and Phoenix, and their pay-per-views do well. I think you need a bigger arena than that still too to do it. Cope beats Mox with help from Beth Phoenix. Christian cashes in.
No, because then that still gives Copeland a reign. I don't want him to have this belt.
You are such a hater. This is hate, folks. If they had a bigger ring, Buddy's ankle wouldn't have gotten hurt. Maybe if it was bigger, Okada would have been able to get his feet on the ropes.
Exactly. Did you see the size of that ring?
Yo. Aussie and Ireland crowds prove that AEW needs to do a global tour, Asia, South America, and Africa. Hey, as long as they got the rings, they'll be there. Let them know. Let them know.
They can borrow the ring from soft ground wrestling promotion.
Yeah, they just got a ring. Yeah. Mariah May defends the AEW Women's World Championship against Timeless Toni Storm. This was the right choice. This was the right choice to main event with this, though, on a big card like this. I absolutely loved and adored this match. I love this program for what it is. I think you need to have one more blow-off match at Revolution, and then we put this to bed and move forward.
So think about this, though. So Toni Storm was out there hitting Maydays. Mariah May was out there hitting Storm Zeros. In the end, this ends in a roll-up. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense. People were mad about the roll-ups. But it makes sense because look at the matches leading up to this.
Every match he won with a roll-up.
Toni Storm was the rookie. Every match is one with a roll-up.
And what's
the roll of a lifetime, man?
And do you get it? The roll of a lifetime, the roll up, it's all there.
It was great. This match was fantastic.
Look at the poster for this. I had to share this just because whoever made this, beautiful. So well done. The classic, I don't know what's up with these ladies biting their finger, but performance of a lifetime. It's all about Mariah. Like
all about Eve.
Yeah. Tony was probably like loving this and how it all came together and it was so well written. Luther, this is the best thing Luther's ever done in this company. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm being so dead serious. Like, Luther has been fantastic in this role.
Any of our OG fans, remember when I used to be on this show all the time? I used to dog Luther.
Poor Luther. Poor Luther. They could do UBS, yes, that's available.
They always go to Nassau though.
Rob would have kept the strap off Vader in '98. Boo. I'm just a big piece of. They could do Double or Nothing at Arthur Ashe Stadium. They could try that. Is it going to sell out though? The last couple times at Arthur Ashe has not been the greatest. Toni Storm winning the small package was a great storyline. Gorgeous poster. Look at that. I love this match. Small package for the win was the right call. I agree, Deanna. And now I think the next match is going to be, now I want your blood back for what you've done. And this is how you end it. And I like incorporating movie stuff into pro wrestling. I'm trying to think. Who said it? I think it was Suplex Media. I don't want speed. Like, I'm not saying go find Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock and book pro wrestling, but there's great movie elements. Why can't you take a movie and then say, like, let's wrestlify this and like let's make this a pro wrestling angle and let's do what we're gonna do. Beautiful things there. That's it. That's all I'm saying. There are more matches on the card for this. If you look on the outskirts here, we do have some AEW ROH Global Wars Australia. We used to get those shows. Show Buffalo some love, Tony. That's right. I'm yelling at you a little. Athena going up against Alex Windsor. We have Lee Moriarty defending the Pure Championship against Robbie Eagles. Who else do we have here? We have
the Learning Tree.
The Learning Tree.
Thanks, guys.
Going up against Bandito and the Outrunners. Should be fun. And the AEW Tag Team Champions, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara.
ROH Tag Team Champions.
Or, ROH. Soon to be. Maybe one day. The ROH Tag Champs, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara versus the MXM Collection. Which I've love those guys. I can definitely see them as the ROH.
I was watching that Jericho Cruise ROH show with you the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I had to leave, but when Jay Lethal beat Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Did he still have the tag belt after that they stole?
Yeah, he stole it. So they might have it when they come out. I don't think that they got it back. But really good. Do you think WWE want to do a pay-per-view in Sudan? Because a lot of the pay-per-views in the I don't know. I don't know. If you guys have a big enough arena, I think it comes down to logistics and money, man. If they can make money off of it, they'll do it.
I think they'll go anywhere if the money's right.
Anyone else see Meechin's comments about WWE on Twitter about the drug testing policy change? Yes, I did see that. No, it's just that they're going to allow.
No, I know. But
Mary Jane.
I saw she did something where she did she was talking about Chelsea Green. She did the little video. Remember the dude back in the day? He had his skateboard. His gear is whack. His shoes is whack. The way he never smiles in photos is whack. She did that same thing. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Imagine if they had all this stuff back in the day on social media. Fired. That's all I know. McKinney said, using movies and wrestling, somebody needs to see what Moxley's been watching because I still don't get it.
Moxley's movie with Russell Crowe that they're supposed to be inspired by the skinheads.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Now I gotta look it up because I've never seen the movie.
It's not a good movie. I've seen it once. It used to be on HBO all the time.
Yeah, isn't it sad that it comes up with that movie name already in it? It is Romper Stomper from 1992. So that's what was based off the character. But
allegedly.
But once again, if Moxley is, maybe he's supposed to talk nonsense. Maybe that's what the character is supposed to be. I don't know, but it's not connecting. It's something that they need to see. Like it's not lining up for a lot of people. So it's what it is. That's where the rest of my family is. I know they would love to see WWE in Sudan. Tell the people to promote it, man. I'm telling you that they'll consider it if it can make money. The stickiest,
they're all about bidding wars now. So
here we go. The stickiest of the icky.
Smoke with your boy Rick James.
Rocky 3. Yeah, lots of that. American History X. No sir.
My eyes have seen the glory. Oh God,
great show. My one beef with the show: No Swerve, Hurt Syndicate, Ricochet, Powerhouse Hobbs, or Willow. Willow's in Japan. Hobbs has a big match this week because you got to have stars on this week's show. I'm sure Swerve and Ricochet are about to brutalize each other, and Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they've done that. Pro Wrestle Shoot, what's good, man? What's good? I already announced that we'll be on your show tomorrow, man. So I appreciate you popping in, man. Thank you to the bot that's in here. All good.
Get him, mods.
Love the Aussie AEW show, but them stories need a little depth for me. What do you mean? Hold on here. Hold on. I have to do this every time people say no stories for AEW. There wasn't a story with Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega leaving the Don Callis. I could really get deep into this, but I won't. Into the Don Callis family. We're not going to talk about Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher being the future of what they are, the present to, I guess we'll say.
The protostar.
Don Callis being involved in it. That's the story. Tony Storm and Mariah May, no story. That has been going on for a year. Some people might argue best women's professional wrestling story in North America ever. Death Riders, Cope Jay White. It was what it was. It was a brawl. Like, it's leading to a match that's happening on pay-per-view.
And speaking of that match, too, old school fans of this show will remember, too, my beef with Jay White. Who would have thought he'd be the only guy I was actually a fan of going into this? I like, what's his name?
Claudio's not bad. He was crushing in this match. Buddy and Takeshita, or I almost said Takeshita, Kazuchika Okada, they built that match up, and he was the hometown guy.
They're fighting over being called a bitch.
And Mercedes Moné and Harley Cameron. That there was no build up to that. The understar who has never she's won one match ever, and she's getting a title shot because she begged for it. Mercedes gives her the match, and she still gives her a pretty good match. It's the respect. It's the earn your lumps. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that, okay? He said, LOL, touche, Conrad. I'm just saying, I hate when people say there's no storylines. Like, I hate that.
I feel like he did that just to get you fired up.
Maybe he did. I'm fired up, but I don't like that.
Respect it. Go ahead, MJB.
You see, this is my cameraman acknowledging me. Oh, cinema, no cinema. We do not believe in that around here, those words.
You don't like a good movie?
I do, but I don't like it when we talk about it in pro wrestling. So we've touched on Ricky Starks, Vengeance Day. We talked about Grand Slam. Here we are, the crescendo. The beautiful stuff on top.
You're not enough for me.
Oh yeah. Not enough for me. Yeah. At first, you see. you know we're gonna sing some songs out here.
That menu music from all the old games.
Forever,
you sitting in the background, you set up your universe.
Forever. Michelle McCool,
WWE Hall of Famer.
Layla better do the induction. That's all I know. I better not see Mark up there.
It was funny too. Who said this? Solid Monster, I believe, said this, that she just did an interview with Chris Van Vliet, and she was talking about if I ever do get into the Hall of Fame, it will be as Lay Cool, because that was like my peak. And then a couple weeks later, she gets surprised on ESPN. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Yo, everything can't be a surprise for this Hall of Fame. I didn't know Hunter was here. I didn't know Undertaker was here. Like, come on. Come on. So, I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me being mean, but good for Michelle McCool. I think Lay Cool would definitely be the way to go. I don't know. I just appreciated them.
That's the way I'd go.
Well, you're biased towards Layla. If y'all don't know, Rob loved him, so Layla L. But yeah, like they did their thing here. I mean, it's cool. Like, I'm not mad at Michelle McCool. She was ahead of her time, I think, was the thing I best heard about it. Like,
she came along too soon.
Faith Breaker, they were doing, honestly, if you want to know the real truth, they really just like did a lot of TNA stuff. Like, she was doing the Styles Clash and they were the beautiful people, but just done differently. A slight change. Like, it worked. I did not like when they had to do like Piggy James, but that was some old crazy Irish madman's like stupid idea of like, oh, I'm mad at her, so I'm gonna do this. Like, you're being
people will love it when she overcomes it.
Yeah,
she never did.
I love the matches that they had with like Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Like, Lay Cool was dope, man, and I hope Layla gets her time in as well. We don't know that, T-Ferg, if Jay White's still with them.
I hope so, but I also just hope like they keep the guns with Juice Me's ready to come back.
Yeah. It's Nightbot Doppelganger. Stand back. Welcome to the bot penitentiary. Listen, we got Nightbot in control over here. We're all right. We're all right with it. Rob, is there anyone else that you'd like to see go into the Hall of Fame? You can see by my pictures that I have two people.
There's a certain tag team I think is long overdue.
Can I just pull it up?
I think so.
Here comes the Axe,
and here comes the Crush. Sorry, everybody.
No trios demolition, but Axe and Smash are legends to me when it comes to this thing. Like, I don't want to hear that Road Warrior garbage, man. Put them in the game. Put them in whatever. Demolition should be getting paid forever for what they did.
I think that's what more people are most excited about. Not even the potential Hall of Fame induction. Get them in the game.
Bro, New Day is catching the meanest decapitation when it's time. It's over. Demolition is just a classic tag team to me. I know some people don't appreciate them, but I love me some Demolition. Where is Hub? Hub is out sick tonight, my brother. So Rob is filling in. He just happened to be here, and we were like, let's do it. So yeah. What do you think though? Demolition definitely like deserving, right? Is there anyone else you want to put in? I know that was my pick, Demolition, but
he's gone now. But I'd like to see Psycho Sid.
Sid, man, the only guy who held the winged eagle that's not in. I'm just telling you, man. Give it to Sid, man.
Who else?
How
many slots are you even gonna get? So we got Triple H, we got
Michelle McCool. You still need your tag team, your celebrity, and maybe one other.
Is Cyndi Lauper not in?
No, she's not.
She should be.
I don't know if she's turned them down or why, but she should definitely be in.
She definitely should be. If we're talking celebrity, who else?
Yeah, Terrell said put China in solo. I agree with that.
They're not gonna, but they should. Although she is in the game now, so who knows?
Never know. MJB, I saw your other comment. I will not pull that up because I think it would derail conversations. WrestleMania, we're trying to build towards it. There's rumors of what they could be doing. We don't know yet. That's the beauty of pro wrestling. We're watching. I don't know if this is the route they're going to go. Maybe they just go with Roman and Seth. I don't know. We'll see what happens with all of this, man. Shout out to Wrestle Friendly, who I got these graphics from. But yeah, I don't know.
So we got 2 confirmed matches so far for WrestleMania, right?
Yeah. Jey Uso versus Gunther. And we also have Charlotte and Tiffy time.
I hope Tiffany Stratton just dogs her.
Just dog walks her and beats her. Could do that. And the problem is you're running two, like, who can get to 17 faster? I say you have John Cena, Charlotte Flair battle for the world championship.
Intergender matches are back in the game, so why can't they be back on TV?
Just put it out there. Just put it out there. Do. You could do that in WWE 2K25, where we'll be doing an interview live this Thursday with Brian Williams, 7:15. It's supposed to be a short one. We'll see how long it goes. We know how these things go. So if someone else is getting it in, I got to get my stuff in too then, brother. I got on my LA night. We'll run down Raw real quick here, and then we will head on out. So, Raw, Rob, tonight we have Seth Rollins taking on Finn Balor. There's no hope for Finn, right? Like, who's in this? Is Roman in?
I don't think he's in yet, but I know who's it? John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre.
Who won that triple threat match?
Damian Priest.
Priest. So that's who's in. So we'll have one more tonight, which I'm assuming will be Seth, and then one more. We also have another qualifier here. We are going to have for the women chamber side of things, Raquel Rodriguez versus Roxanne Perez. This is going to be a David and Goliath matchup.
Bailey's also in the chamber, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think Roxanne's getting in there. They're going to cancel each other out.
Yeah. Roxanne, you got to keep momentum strong for her, I feel like. But time will tell. Like, tonight's going to be interesting to see what they end up doing here. Also, we have AJ Styles versus Dom. I like it.
I think that'll be a good match for Dom.
Yeah. Remember, Styles clash. Just let it happen. Nothing else, Dom.
Do not tuck.
Yeah, do not tuck your chin. But AJ Styles, fantastic. Like I like his work. What's the Mania match for you? Is it Braun and AJ or is it Braun and Sheamus? Let's make another triple threat.
I don't know, man.
I'm triple threat out a little, just so y'all know. But
I'm thinking because you can finish Sheamus's story,
right?
Or you can get a great match out of him and AJ. I don't know.
Touche. Yeah, I think he's more mad at Demolition because of they won the lawsuit against him for who came up with the name and stuff, and they got to keep their names.
What about Deborah? I don't think Deborah wants anything to do.
Take Deborah out the equation. Just one. It just plays in my mind. That was for BJ.
I think she's done with wrestling now. I don't think she.
No, she doesn't care anymore. She could be someone though you put in the Hall of Fame eventually if you wanted to.
Will she accept?
I don't know. Depends on I haven't seen her talk about wrestling in a while, so I don't know how she feels about it now. Fair enough. MJB, you don't have to apologize, brother. You were just bringing up a talking point. I just didn't want to sidetrack everything. Logan Paul has to face someone at Mania, sadly. Oh, yeah, Logan Paul's in it.
Oh, yeah.
So we might be eating the Mells. So maybe Roman's not in it, but shows up. David Arquette should be in the Celebrity Hall of Fame. I agree with that. David Arquette gave to wrestling. Is Shad from Crime Time in? Yes, he is.
He got the Warrior Award.
He got the Warrior Award, but not for, I don't know if that counts for wrestling. He's in some way, shape, or form. Roxanne wins with Naomi and Bianca interference. McKinney. Get that man in the booking room. Pass him a pencil. Get up out of your seat, Brian. Let's see here. Someone said Zach Gowen. Miss Elizabeth? No, she should be. She should be. AJ wins the match. Lights go black. Wait, what did he say? Come back on. Alistair gives AJ a roundhouse kick to the mush.
Nope. I think they're going to hate this. They should do the same thing they did when he debuted to AEW. Goes in on Cody and just bashes him.
Then he loses his match against him when Arn blocks the kick. Crossroads!
And I pulled off the block.
Chill. Penta taking on Pete Dunne again.
Peter Dunne.
Yep. I think Penta wins this. I think Penta's match at Mania is going to be helping Rey Mysterio against the New Day. I think New Day needs to just take out all of the LWO and just keep putting a beating on them until we get to Mania.
I thought Rey's partner was going to be Big E.
Ooh. Big E coming out there with the strap, putting a beat down on his boys. I don't know. Maybe Big E manages them. That could be it. But
I feel like they did that and then there was nothing afterwards. Something's got to happen with the E. I don't know.
Just nothing? That's all this meant to you? Nothing, E? Yeah, it should be fun. That's Raw tonight. Tomorrow, going to be on the Pro Wrestler Shoot. I thank Rob for filling in for Hubs this week.
Get well soon, brother.
Yeah, hopefully you heal up. Like I said, next week we're supposed to be doing on Thursday. We're going to do like Elimination Chamber preview over on Hub side of things. So make sure you guys are subscribed over there. It's in the main chat, and we'll put that in there right now. Donnie said Ernest the Cat Miller for the 100%. Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Somebody call my mama. Love some Ernest the Cat Miller. I don't know why either. It's just because.
It's our guy.
Just because. and I'll say all of this and try to do it justice like my boy Sean here, and hopefully he's getting well. So the rundown for things will be Tuesday. I'll be on Pro Wrestling Shoot. Don't watch NXT. Come watch us instead. I'm just keeping it a stack. You could tell us what Ricky Stark's name's gonna be. Should be Ricky Starks though.
Anthony K.
On Wednesday, do me a favor. Make sure you guys come in for AEW Dynamite 10:15 for the review. Thursday, gonna be doing the interview with Brian Williams over here. Make sure that you guys show some love for that. Friday, I'm taking the night off. Watch some pro wrestling. Then I'm gonna try and get back into things for next week. Other than that, man, make sure you keep things absolute. And for myself, for Rob, give you guys all the love in the world. I'm going to try and do this justice for my boy Sean. Remember to love life, and evil never prevails. We will see you guys next Monday live at 6:05 with a healthy Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Get at us, and we are out. Peace.
See you in a few months.